Hello dear students, hope you all are good and doing great at home. Myself Diksha Rai, this is your subject teacher of computer from IPO Public School situated in Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur. So student, today I am going to start your first chapter from your computer book, that is Introduction to IPO. What is the name of this chapter? That is Introduction to IPO. So student, before starting this chapter, in your previous class you will learn that a lot of notes about computer, like a computer is a machine that accepts data, input processes that data using programs, output that process data as information. So student, as you know very well, computers can be connected together to form of networks. Like a computer has two main components. How many main components of the computer? A computer has two main components. Number first is hardware, that is HARDWARE, and second is software. What is the spelling of software? It's SOFTWARE. And do you know that computers are now a fact of life? And who invented the computer? Do you know that who invented the computer? English mathematician and inventor Charles Babbage invented the computer. English mathematician and inventor Charles Babbage invented the computer. So student, as you know very well, there are a lot of difference between humans and computer. In your previous class, you will already learn that there is a lot of differences between computer and humans. Like a computer never gets tired, but a human gets tired and needs rest. A computer works very fast. A human cannot work very fast as a computer. And a computer can store a lot of information, but a human can store limited information. So student, as you know very well, there are a lot of types of computers like desktop computers, laptops, tablets and smartphones. And do you know that what is the uses of computers at different places? There are a lot of uses of computers at different places, like schools for those to teach and learn, and home, offices, banks, hospitals, shops and malls, airports and railway station. So student, now I am going to tell you some other important topic about computer. Like, do you know that what are the main parts of computer? A computer has four main parts like monitor, CPU, keyboard and mouse. So student, now I am going to start your chapter, that is chapter number 1, Introduction to IPO. What is it? It is IPO. In this chapter, we learn working of a computer, advantages and limitations of a computer. Advantages and limitations of a computer. So student, now I am going to start your chapter. A computer is a smart machine. As you know very well, a computer is a smart machine. It follows the commands given by a user, and a computer has four main parts like monitor, CPU, keyboard and mouse. Each part of a computer performs different functions. So student, in your previous class you will already learn about monitor, CPU, keyboard and mouse, but still we will learn about this monitor. A monitor looks like a television. How is it look like? It's look like a television. It can display words, and now a monitor is also called a visual display unit, VDU. What is the full form of VDU? It's visual display unit. Now we are going to learn about CPU. The CPU cabinet contains the central processing unit and it controls all the other parts of a computer connected to it. So now student, keyboard, mouse and all. Match the following parts of a computer with their correct function. Now as you know very well, this is printer. What is it? It is printer. And number second, this is speaker. Number third, it is desktop, and this is CPU. Let you hear the sounds you play on the computer. It is a speaker. Number second, prints the information onto a sheet. It is printed. Controls the other parts of a computer is called CPU. What is the full form of CPU? It is Central Processing Unit. Shows the work and result. It is desktop. Now in this chapter, your next topic is working of a computer. Now we are going to learn about what is the working of a computer. A computer works in 3 steps like input, processing, unit. What is it? It is input processing unit. This is known as IPO cycle. Input, processing, output. Now we are going to step 1. What is it? It is a step 1. The words, numbers or symbols entered in a computer are called data. The words, numbers or symbols entered in a computer are called data. The orders given to a computer are known as instructions. Input is the data and instructions given to the computer. You can enter data and instructions into a computer through input devices like keyboard, mouse and microphones. So student, the words, numbers or symbols entered in a computer are called data. The orders given to a computer are known as instructions. Input is the data and instructions given to the computer. You can enter data and instructions into a computer through the devices like keyboard, mouse and microphone. Now student, step 2. Processing. What is it? It is processing. It is the action of converting the input into a meaningful information of result. The process of converting input into output is done by a processing device. A CPU is a computer's only processing device. Step 2. Now we are going to again read about step number 2. It is processing. It is the action of converting the input into meaningful information of result. The process of converting input into output is done by a processing device. A CPU is a computer's only processing device. Now student, we are going to learn about step number 3. It is output. What is it? It is output. After processing, the computer gives the result. The result is called output. The output is given on monitor, speaker and printer. There are many activities in our day-to-day which also follow the IPO, input, processing, output. Let us have a look of some examples. Like input. What is it? It is input. It is now next processing, and number 3 is output. As an example, we got some clothes. Then in the second step, if we are for washing these clothes to put into a washing machine, that the cloth is washed, It's called output. IPO cycle of a washing machine. Now number second, to make a glass of fresh juice. First of all, we take some orange and put into a mixer. Then it is ready and put into a glass. That is called IPO cycle of a juicer. Now next, a information box. What is it? It is information box. A computer's hard disk stores the input and output before and after processing. Now student, so in the IPO cycle, every data is on instruction is input. Number second, every action is a process. The result of every action is output. It is called IPO cycle. Ma'am! Now student, we are going to read about next topic, that is advantages of a computer. Advantages of a computer. Point first is speed. A computer can perform any calculation at a very high speed. Number second, accuracy. A computer never makes mistake. It always gives correct result. Mistakes are generally done by the user. Now, number third, versatility. Computers can efficiently perform a variety of tasks. For example, it can play music, calculate, share information, and much more. Next, storage capacity. A computer has a huge storage capacity. It can store a large amount of data. This data can be used anytime you want. Now, diligence. Your next topic is diligence. A computer does not get tired. It can work for long hours without needing any break. Next, multitasking. A computer can perform multiple tasks at the same time. For example, it can play music while you are typing. Now I am going to read about your next topic, that is limitations of a computer. What is it? It is limitations of a computer. No feelings. Your first point is no feelings. A computer does not have any feelings. It is a non-living thing, dependent on humans. Your next point is dependent on humans. A computer is a non-made machine. It cannot do anything on its own. Now your next topic is zero IQ. IQ stands for intelligence quotient. A computer has no intelligence of its own. For example, if you enter incorrect information on the computer, it cannot correct it and will show you the incorrect result. In computer terminology, this is called garbage in garbage output. GIGO. You can say that. What is the full form of GIGO? It's garbage in garbage output. Now student, we are going to read about flashback. What is it? It is flashback. Your first point is a computer has four main parts like monitor, CPU, keyboard and mouse. Number second, a computer goes through three steps how to perform any task. This is called input, processing. That is called input, processing, output, or the IPO cycle. Number third is input is the data and instructions given to the computer. Processing is the action of converting the input into a meaningful result. Now your next point is output is the result displayed by the computer after processing. Your next point is a computer is fast, accurate and a multitasker. Now next, a computer has no feelings and no intelligence. So student, your chapter has completed, but I have some important notes for you. Like, a computer is a smart machine that can be programmed to carry out sequences of arithmetic, logical operation automatically. Modern computers can perform generically sets of the operations known as programs. These programs enable to perform a wide range of tasks. Charles Babbage, an English mechanical engineer and polymath, originated the concept of a programmable computer. Considered the father of the computer, the conceptualized and invented the first mechanical computer in the early 19th century. The machine was about a century ahead of its time. A computer is a machine that can store and process information. Most computers rely on a binary system that uses of variables, and computers come in many different shapes and sizes. Handle on smartphones to supercomputers weighing more than 300 tons. So student, from this topic your chapter has completed, and I hope you will understand this chapter very